high energy song to start the day? Where's a good high energy song to start the day? Perfect. There we go. There we go. We got the music cooking. Roasted Toasted with the first for this segment of the stream. Congratulations on grabbing that. Parachute pants. Dance. We're back, and nothing's gonna hold you back. Roll it. Nice. We're in. It's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to it. All right, so to give you all an idea of what we're doing right now, new file, new audio file, VO63 to X. What's going to be the next 100 days? I'm going to show you in just a few seconds. I thought we got further than this. We did. We're at 72. 72 to X. I was like, wait, I swore we had done this. Got it. Like, I just never updated the title. So we are going to be, yes, we're getting Dune done. We are going to be recording. We have a massive block here to record for this video. Cool Cat, hello. No worries. Thank you for popping in, even if it was just for a moment. But so we have this 100 days that we have been in the process of recording the voiceover for some time now. We have not been the most productive. When you got it like that. We've not been the most productive. I normally can bang these out in about 4 days. But yeah, with you all causing chaos and Wheelmageddon on the first day that we tried to do it, it has not exactly happened. But we only have about 30 days left to record. We have under 30 days left because we're at day 72 on the voiceover. We are going to record this live. I've been showing you all the process of what this looks like behind the scenes, trying to make it very, very transparent on like how we make the videos, how everything works. So we have our footage right here. This has been rough cut by Mudcat. Mudcat does some of this live on stream, so you could always just pop over and go check him out and to see it. We use a program called Audition to actually record our voice. So when we're talking like this, you see the little squigglies happen on screen, but that means when we're talking like this, you see the little squigglies happen on screen. That becomes a video file. So this becomes a video file, or an audio file, so we can then use that. I'm going to put that over on, actually, no, that's right. We've been doing this with like these windows slightly not full screen just to make our life easier. So I can do this. Yeah. We've had a few bonkers moments, Enigma. How are you doing? But there you go. Now we'll be able to track that that's actually moving visually. So we can put that up here. So that should then be safe to work with. So we're good. Brinny, hello. How are you? So we have those. And then the final piece of this puzzle is our notes, which I've recorded which I write as we're playing, which I basically ad-lib off of as we're working on it. Hey, Swordsman, what's up? You could rotate windows on your desktop. That feels so chaotic. In the worst possible... I mean, in the best possible way, but also the worst possible way. I'm just checking something. Yeah, okay. By the way, the bit bounty is still safely secured and tucked away underneath the sheep right here. Just saying. All right, so we're going to power through all of this. I would like to get to at least day 90. What I'd really like to do is finish it. Now, I said I wasn't going to finish this on stream, and I still might not. I'm still kind of the mind of I don't want you all to see how the video ends. But I also think that you all won't snitch. Yeah, so there is an active bit bounty Enigma Fig. There are people who have been spreadsheeting it if you want to do so efficiently. So, oh, all right. So we're going to use this camera real quick. We're going to open a Hermit TCG pack. We're gonna see little bits of disruption. Remember, everybody, if we get a signed card, it's an hour on the clock. We've gotten 2 signed cards so far, which is wild. So we shall see. We shall see. All right, here we go. A miner, a 5 a.m. pearl, a piston, an ethos lab, a full art hollow armor. Yeah. Oh my goodness. A full art hollow princess gem, an armor stand, a magnetite sword, and a miner 2x. So just 1 hollow on that pack. Oh no. We're falling off. Just the guaranteed hollow on the pack. This is new for me. I haven't seen this. Use like a hermit card with a maximum of 50 HP. You cannot attach any cards to this card. While this card is active, you cannot attack or use damaging effect cards. If this card is knocked out, it does not count as a knockout. Ooh. That's actually really good. And I haven't seen Piston. Move one of your attached item cards to an adjacent active or AFK hermit row. Interesting. What if they were all signed, even though that would be extremely rare? It's each signed card is an hour. That's the rule. So if we get a signed card, it's an hour. If we get 2 signed cards, somehow, it would be 2 hours. It would also be a statistical impossibility, and I'm going to go buy a lottery ticket at that point. For just context, everybody, here's all the full art cards we've gotten, and here are the 2 signed. We got a full art signed Wells and a full art signed Potato Boy Mumbo. And these are just bonkers. And we also got a full art signed numbered Scar in Series 1. And Scar signed both the front and the back of his card, too. So we are very close to having, I mean, come TwitchCon, we're going to be able to do a lot of Hermitcraft TCG trading. At the very least. I should get CC to sign one of the item cards just for fun, since CC did all the art for them. Because at this point, I'm starting to know a lot of artists. So I should just get the artists to sign the cards too, instead of just the... That would be fun. Okay. Crack knuckles, lock in. Let's do this. I'd be redeeming the pack opening basically on cooldown. That's fine. CC, yeah. CC made a bunch of the trading card art. Yeah, check it out. Boop. This one's made by CC. You can see it right here. Here, hold on. Can I get that to focus? Autofocus. Autofocus. See? That one's drawn by CC. Not that one. That one's CC. That one. That one's CC. That one's CC. Like, CC basically said that they drew all of the energy cards and about half of the items. So a lot of these cards are drawn by CC. So when CC said, when we were doing the world tour, that they have the assets, they can make it a reality of the map art card that you all made of me, they're like, they weren't kidding. They 100% could do that. But yeah, it is very cool. It has been very cool to kind of, especially through like Rising 3, meet a whole new batch of people that again would never have crossed paths in just going about our daily lives. So what and who we interact with, it's so new and it's so different, and I kind of love it. All right, so Day 72. We're gonna look through foods. Thorough search. Cabbage rolls are still the best option. Chop some leaves. Set a full stack to cook. Set a full stack to cook. Made a stack of glistening melon. Basement to purify water. Made melon juice. Hi, Timer Cult Leader. Welcome in. We've established 2 new cults during this stream already, but you are welcome. How's it going? For context, the Cult of 16 started when you all selected envelope 16 in the very first Deal or No Deal, and it was 100 subs. And I don't think you'll ever top that. I don't think you will ever top that. I don't know if it's a cult as much as it's a chant of, it's gotta be this one. 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 It is at least a mantra. I don't know if it's established to full cult. I mean, y'all are gambling addicts. That's just not a cult. That's just a problem. It's a mantra, not a cult. Okay. Valid. But yeah.
Guess 119 also. We in
Incorrect.
process of making homemade ham and bean soup for dinner.
Ooh.
Also money problems.
Fully fixed GP gonna cause less chaos though. That's totally fine. Jack, you've done a lot. You have no need to apologize or even mention it. You're fine, my friend. Right? You're fine. Yeah. But no, that sounds delicious. Should I establish my cult for your subathon? Bring it on. Bring it on. We're here. We've been back up. We went back up to over 100 hours. Bring it on. Yeah, Jack, you've already done an immense amount. So don't. Oh, wait, here. Oop. No, I want my vertical cam back because this is actually this fits. This is good. Do. 3, yeah, basically 4x because it's 30k and they're 127, so 4, 8, yeah, 3x more. I see what you mean. Okay, so yeah, so researched, making a bunch of cabbage rolls, crafted up a bunch of glistening melons, set a stack of those to cook, going downstairs, purifying water, haunting some amethysts to make quartz. So start preparing for rose quartz, crafted up a bunch of melon juice, picked up my dumplings, and did a couple things.
126. We'll post
Incorrect.
the big pot of food on Discord so y'all can enjoy seeing what we making.
Ooh, that sounds good. Incorrect. Gamble. Oh, I need to turn that on.
Turtle just
Choose your
rated the stream
faves.
with 80 viewers.
Hi, Turtle.
Thank you for the support.
Welcome in. How you doing? We're gonna gamble now. Welcome, Raiders. We'll move that into frame. Welcome to the subathon that never ends. My name is Lagundo. We have been here for 16 days now, and we're in the process of making a 100 days video for YouTube Live. I cannot redeem hex codes. You gotta tell me what that looks like, Curio, and I can work on it. We've had a lot of fun. It's been a lot of chaos. I really appreciate the raid. What were you up to on your stream today? And hello to all the new people who are just coming in with the raid. Good to see you all. All right, so gambling, Plinko. This is a subathon that also has a lot of channel point rewards to add time. You were editing. Well, perfect. You're about to watch a whole lot more editing. So that's great. Ender Dragon Lilac color. Okay, I can do that. So hue lights. Like a lilac-y kind of purple. Okay, so let's change this to like here. We'll give it a little accent over there. All right. We might need to go a little more in the pink for that. Like that can live like right there. How's that look? I kind of like that. Every time you've seen the channel, there's more time on the timer. Yep. So we're doing specifically voiceover work. We're recording our voiceover for the 100 days. It's based off of these rough notes and the rough cut that the editing team does. And then I basically ad-lib for each day, and we go through it, and that's what we've been doing. We're up to day 72 on it, so you're getting a bit of a preview of my next major video, and you get to see it. But first, gambling. 20,000 points gets you a Plinko chip. Who was it who redeemed this? I need to go back. I saw it come in, but I didn't see who it was. Happy face guy. Here you go. Allow time for some gambling. All right, here we go. On the board, you get 15 minutes. Locking in. No worries. Thank you very much for the raid. I appreciate it. Totally fine if you got a raid and run. I'll take care of the community. Don't worry about it. 15 minutes. The last card on the thing was 15 minutes. So that basically with itself, but orange. So, morning check-in on the board. You have Shoot Sierra. Oh, wait. Sierra's not here. We'll retire the card. We'll shuffle and we'll put a new one in place. Let's see what we got. Nothing, unfortunately. So this is a very violence-focused board right now. We have nothing, shoot Beck, nothing, 15 minutes, shoot me, open 5 packs, 30 minutes, wheel, and nothing. The board is unfortunately in a very rough state. You're going to have to clear out some potholes if you're going to be able to get it.
Okay, so I cannot currently share the inside the pot with the soup, but there is a photo on Discord in food section of the pot. It is in 225.
Thank you, Jack, for the 225. Not the bit bounty. Not the bit bounty. But we will take a look of the picture of the pot at some point in time in the very near future. So if anybody's wondering why we're guessing specific numbers, by the way, there is a bit bounty active. So there's a random number between 100 and 500, non-inclusive, that if you cheer that exact amount, it adds 3 hours onto the timer. So you get just a ton of time for a theoretically very little amount, but it is a 1 in 400 guess. There are people who have been cataloging that and trying to track it all down and spreadsheet it to coordinate efforts. But yes, that's just a little mini game we've been playing as well on top of everything else for the timer. Share on stream, nothing revealing of your location. Cool, I'll check it out in a little bit. I want to at least get like 5 days done before we get too distracted. TNT spreadsheet mentioned. TNT is trying to chart it, and honestly, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly valid. I want y'all to figure it out. If you hit it right now, it would put us back up over 100 hours again. So, we'll see. Lily, thank you for following. Much appreciated. All right, we got to turn down the volume so that it doesn't pop up onto the music track by any chance. There's no chance of it being here. And then we can just, okay, let me switch this back to the slim mode. Move this back over. Okay, so we're going to start. And I have to, let me look at the audio file to see what, like, where I was in my vocal cadence on the last. I think I was going down, but let's make sure. Cold storage, desert, voiceover, 71. Day. As it started to turn a little bit late into night, I finished harvesting my crops, cooking up a little bit of leather, and rested from a very productive day. Okay, so yeah, so it's the usual, like, I pause, so I think we're good. Stuck in the air. Oh, that sucks. So sorry to hear that, Sofatox. I hope you're okay. Is it like a couple hours delayed, or are you talking like a day? Like you've lost a day? Because if it's maybe an hour or two, that's kind of okay. You get a little bit of time to relax. But if it's anything more than that, it's probably feels really bad. Okay. Let's lock in and try to record at least a day's worth of audio. It's only been, what, 20 minutes? Oh, that sucks. That sucks a lot, SUBATHON. That's rough. I'm so sorry to hear that. And Tony, you're fine. You can be whatever you want. You can have spooky leg skin. I was just going to keep looking away. So, yeah, you're good. Following morning, I wanted to look into all of the foods that I could potentially make with the new items that I had collected. And after doing a ton of research, it turns out that the cabbage rolls that I'm already making are pretty much the best possible option as far as their saturation and they just work. So I chopped up a whole bunch more cabbage to make a whole bunch more leaves, harvested a bunch of beetroot, crafted up a bunch of glistening melon as well so I can do multiple things at once, set the cabbage rolls to cook, and then headed down into the workshop to purify some water and haunt some amethyst to make myself a whole bunch of quartz so I could start working towards the rose quartz needed for all of the auto crafters so I could get towards the grinding wheels. That sent me back to figuring out how to get more redstone. And there's a lot of options of how I could do it, but realistically just going and mining is the best. I crafted up all of the purified water and melon slices into a bunch of glistening melon juice, heading back up and over towards the cooking area to pick up all of the dumplings that had finished preparing, grabbing the leather that I had set to roast yesterday to craft up a whole bunch more bookcases so I could expand the enchanting area, and harvesting my first crop of these sun ferns that I can use them to make some heat resistance potions. I grabbed a few more bottles of water, set those to purify overnight, and while I was looking into actually how I could brew the potions together, I came upon a crushing realization. I think this is where I find out I can't brew potions. I don't think I can. How do I get nether wart? Oh no. All of that work to get the sun ferns for nothing. I can't make potions. That was genuinely heartbreaking. I'm not gonna lie. I was genuinely sad when I realized I can't make potions. Because I went through all of that work to do it. I'm 73 days into the video and I'm like, oh yeah, the mod pack doesn't have a way to get potions. Because in a few other cases, when we've done these mods, Ambertle with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Your first gift on the channel. I really appreciate that. That's 10 more minutes on the timer. Now I'll be here all night. Well, I got you. You know where I'll be. You have streams, so you're set. Hi, Noodles. How you doing? All right, so yeah, I mean, this was crushing. Normally, there's some terrain mod that will make nether wart blocks spawn somewhere that you can get nether wart out of it. But in the desert, unfortunately, no. There's no place where they spawn in the overworld. And that was just heartbreaking. Okay, that's... Here, let's make this a little quieter. That was heartbreaking. Every other time I've tried to do a netherless run, some mod adds nether wart blocks to the overworld, but that's just not generating in this terrain. So that means all of that, unfortunately, came to a dead end. I took my aggression out on the trees, just chopping them down, picking up the last little bit of the beetroot that I had cooked and breaking the magma block so I won't roast, making myself a bunch more bookcases and putting those in place, thinking, well, if I can't have drugs or potions, medicine. We should call it medicine. I'll instead focus at least on magic, improving a lot of my tools, first enchanting the shovel, then my axe, then my legion sword, and crafting myself up a brand new diamond pickaxe and getting fortune 3 on the very first roll, which is awesome. I'm suddenly feeling a lot better about everything. I enchanted all of my gear, getting prot 4 on the Legion pants, and re-rolling just to get some protection and unbreaking on all of the desert garments, mainly just to make them last a little bit longer, but also to make myself have a little bit more survivability. I went out, I harvested the crops, ventured out, killed a skeleton, and then grabbed a few more of the sand resource blocks that were around before taking a quick nap just so too many mobs wouldn't spawn. And now we open a pack. That's fine. We're in a good cadence now. We're We're up to day 74. And now we can open a Hermitcraft TCG pack. I really should change that to TCG pack. Here, let's just change it quick, right while I'm thinking about it. Here, restore, platforms, rewards. Change this to pack. Done. There you go. That's minimized again. All right, new pack. Let's see what we can find. I've been enjoying this. I've been adding this onto the stream. This is fun. Okay, so we have a Terraformer, a Good Times with Scar, a Book of Binding, a Potato Boy, a Full Art Hollow Worm Man, a Golden Armor, a Control Cube, and a PvP X2. So the packs today have been a little bit more tame. Legs, I have a bit of a bone to pick with you. You referenced Dan TDM in a recent video and called Dr. Trearis Dr. Thesaurus. How could you? Very easily. Dude, you've seen how I pronounce things. I know words good. That was a genuine attempt. And I'm not going to go and Google it in the middle of recording voiceover. But I know words good. There are times where I will leave mistakes or issues, or I will call something the wrong thing on purpose in voiceover just to comment bait people. There absolutely are times that I will do that. That was not one of them. That was me trying my best. Which doesn't inspire confidence, but that genuinely was me trying my best. You're evil. No, that's not evil. That's just smart. All right, good night, Rare. That's not evil. That's just smart. And anybody. No. I mean, I have comment baited people on almost every other video. Like, you could have chosen anything else. I have done it, but also that was me trying my best. He didn't watch Dan TDM, and seeing his name would definitely throw off someone who was barely. I remembered the series. I was trying to say it from memory and not look it up, because then it would be more genuine. If I looked it up, it would feel like the vocal rhythms would be off. So it would be funny. No, it's funny. It's genuinely funny. But I do that all the time. If you can put the emphasis on the wrong syllable every now and then, you are technically correct, but it does upset people. Found a mega cave in your classic SMP, like at least 100. Ooh, that sounds fun. That could be fun. 100 by 100 by 100 is pretty good. I mean, it is still just normal terrain gen, so you do get those occasionally. Not as often as you used to, but you do get them pretty occasionally in like 1.21, 1.19 plus. It's really good. I love the new world gen. Like, it is just genuinely better. I know there are times where I harken back and I want older terrain every now and then. Emphasis just sent me. I'm not wrong. I'm just out of line. I 100% do that sometimes to get people to leave comments. But yeah, it's a hollow mountain, even more hollow than Magic Mountain. Well, there you go. I don't get the whole you need to fill in your mountains, because then it would take so much infinitely longer and it's not worth it. It wouldn't be worth it to build anything then if everything had to be full. I went out, I harvested the crops, ventured out, killed a skeleton, and then grabbed a few more of the sand resource blocks that were around before taking a quick nap just so too many mobs would spawn. Okay, we should clean this up right here. I went out, I harvested the... Yeah, let's just clean that up for Mudcat because we know it's wrong, so we might as well help. Okay, we're into day 74. Notes for the day. Heading out, feeling better protected than ever before. Potential venture south to finish off the cardinal directions. 2 warm rumbles straight away. Legion decorated nether portal. So imagine fascination watching how we actually make them. Yep. Wait until we get to the recording bit. You're going to get to see another half of it. New pick makes breaks and spawners so much faster. Looting a well. Coming across another spawner trap chest in the evening. Screwed up the main backpack right before sleeping. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I did that. I remember that now. The next morning, feeling better protected than ever before, it was time to head out in the final cardinal direction, going south from my base and finally seeing what's over this hill that I've been living behind for 74 days now. There's some immediate resource chunks, 2 immediate rumbles from a worm underground that I had to just stand still to hide, and a Legion decorated nether portal that was just sitting here, obsidian, waiting to be harvested this whole time, just right behind the base. But I left that behind, just continuing off, finding a few wolves in the distance, but unfortunately, you can't tame them with bones. It just didn't work. So I continued forward, friendless once again. I made my way to another husk spawner, which I was able to break so much faster this time. It only cost me about a heart of health with the upgraded pickaxe. Finding a well in the middle of the desert with absolutely no water in it, but a few little bits of treasure. So that's an instance of comment bait. I'm going to say absolutely no water in it, considering it has water in it. So that way people will correct me. That is fun, right? But yeah, missed the mark stream terrain gen of stuff in beta 1.7.3. Minecraft used to lean a lot more into fantasy stuff instead of being semi-realistic terrain it tries to have now. Yeah, I can kind of see that. It's kind of like the whole 1.8 versus 1.9 PvP thing, right? The good thing about this game is that you can play any version. If you're on Java, you can play any version. If you're on Bedrock, you're stuck on the latest. You don't really have a choice. But for Java gaming, you can play any version. You can play heavily modded versions of the game because there's such a good community and good community built APIs out there. It's probably very rare that 2 people play Minecraft the same way. And you can basically turn Minecraft into anything. Just look at Extraction, Blowout, Pressure Trials, Dikea, MCC, Block Wars, Pandora's Box, like Island, the Mine Box, which is basically Stardew Valley. Like all of these different games and all of these different things have all just been created on top of Minecraft. The only thing that bugs me about Minecraft and the Minecraft community as a whole is Mojang refuses to acknowledge that their game is basically a UGC platform like Roblox, like Fortnite, like anything else. And they spurn a lot of creators and make it really hard to survive while creating things in Minecraft. I get where Microsoft is coming from. I get what they're trying to do, but at the same time, I disagree. And I really wish there would be an easier way that servers can survive without having to do this tiptoe dance around an ever-changing set of rules that you're not even told what all the rules are. And I wish there were ways that people who are really artistic and creative can be artistic and creative in this game and make a living off of it. Like, support your artists. It should be easier than it is. It's still possible, but it should be easier than it is. But yeah, a lot of other games that basically are UGC platforms and have embraced that have done really cool things. Look at Fortnite, look at Roblox. Like, I think that they have both done amazing things for allowing people to make stuff in their game that is entirely new, entirely different, and then basically treat it as a game. Like a full game that you've made without having to make a graphics engine and a payment platform and all these other things and authentication and account management and all. Like, that's a terror. And that's not the kind of stuff that people want to do. They want to make a fun game. They don't want to have to make an auth platform. And as much as I love Theo and Auth.me and all of the conversations in the dev space, the thought of having to create authentication of any kind makes my brain spin, and I would not want to do it. But yeah, it's more like a Steam than well, yes, Roblox has been UGC platform from day one. Fortnite started as a game, and then it became another game. Then it became a different game, and then it became a UGC platform on top of a different game. That's probably the best example for and this. I'm gonna catch flack for this. I think that's the direction I wish Microsoft would go. I wish they'd acknowledge that Minecraft has grown beyond vanilla gameplay and to allow people to make a living off of making stuff in this game. Because for long-term survival of this game, that is the correct direction. And they're trying to do that on Bedrock, where they take their very big cut. But I think they should do it for Java too. And they should enable people to monetize and to do things. Yes, there are people who will be predatory about it. Yes, we've seen YouTubers make servers that are inherently pay to win and really toxic and really awful. But then I've seen people who are immensely creative and immensely capable get handicapped and ground down and pushed out by not being able to make a living off of this game in this space. So is be sneaky and is therefore kind of scummy. It's either being an outright scumbag and just having gambling and just making as much as you can before you get banned, or being big enough that you won't get banned, because there is a double standard. Let's be completely honest. So it's either you already have to be big enough that you can afford to do it, or you have to be big enough that you can skirt the rules and you won't get hurt, or beg. Or just prepare to run your server at a loss. Leg.gg runs completely at a loss. It's entirely paid for by the YouTube channel, but that's fine because I just want to make cool stuff. Microsoft would love for John. See, I don't think that's entirely true. I don't think they want it to vanish because the PR hit would be horrific. But there's a very clear favorite child, right? There's a very clear favorite child. I don't think they want it to vanish. I don't think they'll take action to actively make it vanish. But if in time they can just slowly, death by 1,000 cuts, push people to Bedrock, they will. That would be their hope. Yep. At this point, it'll never happen because there are so many quality of life tools for content creators and for players that exist in Java that cannot exist in Bedrock, that it would be like, there's no way. It would be an outright revolt, right? There's just so much. Java survives from passion. Java survives from passion. Java survives from passion from some of the creators, but also from the community. I'll tell you right now, if there ever comes a time where they stop updating Java, that's the last version of Minecraft I'll play. And I'll wait for the modders to recreate any mechanics into like mods that will update for vanilla. And then I'm just done, right? Like, that's it. But yeah, they will try to pry MC Java from my cold dead hands. Yep. And I think they know that. It's a standoff. They can't do it. They can't. They just can't. Since you only have console, I used to play Java, but I don't have a PC and a computer. The ones that are free are terrible on Bedrock. Yeah, they're terrible, or they're just stolen content from creators or Java mods that gets repackaged and repurposed. And like, there's people who make amazing stuff on Bedrock. Don't get me wrong. They are lucky that they can actually monetize and make a living off of making stuff in Minecraft. I wish there was an outlet and a road to do that for Java as well. Like, Java deserves better. It deserves better as far as allowing people to create things and survive. Yeah, exactly. Bedrock would need to massively overhaul so much to even attempt to compete with the tools the Java community has made. Oh, absolutely. Flashback alone. World edit. Axiom. Replay mod. Sodium. Zoomify. Stroker box tooltips. And 1,000 other things. Right? There's no way that creators would switch for the quality of life that they have come to expect and the tools needed to create content at the level that people expect content to be created nowadays. Right? Yeah, there's nothing stopping people from making good content, but I'm just saying what people expect from Java content creators as far as the cinematics, graphics, the quality of the tools that they can make, the size and scale of builds that they can make, the expectations of the level of design and detail that you put into all of your work. So needing Lightmatica to be able to template that out, to do your resource planning, to your collection, and then printing it out layer by layer, and then going into Flashback and getting all your very cool time lapses and your cinematics and all of those things. None of those tools exist on Bedrock. And it's really telling when you watch people who are used to seeing all of those bells and whistles then get reduced to first and third person only, real time only. And it would be really... Yeah, the maps are made in Java and then ported over. 100%. There's just better tools for it. Yeah. Epic preset servers like Galaxite with Chronos Battle Royale, Hive with Death Run and survival games. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of good stuff that exists in Bedrock. Look at everything that Nox Crew has made. Look at everything that 4C is doing with that portal map. Look at a couple other things. But for all of that, there's 54 original Skyblocks, and all of them are just a ripoff of the original map. And now they're suing the original creator of Skyblock, which is like ridiculous. There's a lot. The legalities and what's legal versus what's right are very, very different. Yeah. So somebody tried to copyright the terms, kind of like when Luke tried to copyright the term 100 days or trademark it. Somebody's trying to trademark the word Skyblock who isn't the original creator, and they've issued a cease and desist to the original creator, or maybe the original creator tried to trademark the term Skyblock, and their appeal got rejected because it's a common word at this point. So there's a lot of knockoff Skyblock maps on Bedrock Marketplace that are monetized off of a concept they didn't make, right? Because the original Skyblock map and that has been made, and then there's like Skyblock Infinite by Dr. Trog, who's made this resource pack as well to have the structures generate, which is what I use for mine. But the amount of comments I get on that all the time about which one of the marketplace maps are you playing right now? But yeah, so Mojang tried to trademark Skyblock, and the OG creator is filing a dispute against it. right? Like, so that whole thing is messy. And that's another one of those things of this is what's legal, but this is what's right. Right? Like the legality exists over here. That makes sense. But what's correct and what is morally right exists over here. And there is not an overlap between the two. And spoiler alert, people, we're going to see a lot more of that in the next few years. What's legal versus what is right is going to be a big point of argument for the next, unfortunately, at least 4 years. So we see a lot of that. So buckle up. Those maps will still cost money. Yeah. Because a game that exists solely based off of free content is unsustainable for Microsoft. They are legally required to make money for their shareholders. There is a legal precedent that companies exist to make profit for their shareholders, not for the good of people. It is a legal precedent. And if a company doesn't do that enough, the shareholders can sue, acquire damages, and likely bankrupt or take over the company. That is true. That is what is legal. That is not what's correct, but that is what is legal. And that's what you have to remember. Woo, capitalism. But that's why you see all this stuff. That's why you see good games get ruined by intense monetization. Because line must go up, number must go up, shareholders must be satisfied. That's how it works. Right? And all the rest of it, your own SUBATHON, just go home at this point. Just go home. But all the rest of us are just trying to carve out a little space where we can survive. And that's basically it. And that's all we got to do. We got to make a space where you can survive and be safe and keep those you care about safe and keep cooking and keep your head above water. I'm not being clowned on when I'm saying the right thing. That's Spotify trying to silence me. I'm skipping it. I will not be clowned on when I am objectively correct. I will not be silenced by capitalism. Makes them sound, yeah. So what is it? Hold on. I know. I'm going to Google this off screen because this could get risky results. No, we destroyed the world. Here we go. Hold on. I mean, am I wrong? This is basically how it works. Am I wrong? With a smile on his face. Is there a specific time that you have to do something as niece having one this coming Friday? Just wondering this. Wait, is there a specific time you have to do a subathon? Because my niece is having one. No, it's just when people want to do it. It's just when people want to do it, or want to be able to create things. So yeah. But yeah, also, good morning, Dragoness. Good to see you. Maybe shareholders should get real jobs and stop just freeloading. Yeah, the shareholders and the landlords need real jobs. They need to go out and actually work instead of just leeching off of somebody else asking for a handout. Oh, I just got world installed correctly. Yay! What's the command for replacing a percentage of one block with another block? So you do number percent thing, and then yeah, it's like number percent colon thing. It will autocomplete, but you do it's like number colon thing comma number colon thing, and then that'll do it. I also helping out with her streaming from what I learned from streamers. Yeah. I mean, the trick is just buckle up, be ready for whatever support you have. Have goals that feel attainable, but you're capable of doing without just stretching yourself way too thin, and then working from there. Little bits of treasure. Okay, so that is a comment bait bits there for the water. Hey, Hermitcraft pack. Okay, and then we're going to get back to voiceover recording. Wall Street sucks. Lots of average people are shareholders too because of retirement funds and the like. Look, there are shareholders and then there are shareholders. And I think we all understand that when we're talking about shareholders, we're talking about the shareholders who are like, how much does a banana cost? $10? That's probably fine. Let them just get another job. They'll be okay. Why aren't these people working? So lazy. People should be doing 10-hour days. Those are the shareholders we're talking about. Eat the rich. People who just have a retirement account who are trying to survive, that's fine. That's fine. You survive. I have a retirement account that has a bunch of stocks and a bunch of funds and everything else. Like, I have my index funds and my IRA and everything else that I'm just trying to survive when I get older. But I think you know what I mean. There's shareholders, lowercase s, and then there's shareholders, uppercase s, where that's their whole identity. And like the uppercase s shareholders are the ones we should eat. Okay, so we get a terraformer, a Frenchuralis, a teleportation pearl, a full art Gemini Tay, a full art holographic Gemini Tay. What the heck? The back to back? Right next to each other? Seriously? All right. I think the pack wants me to play Gem. A Trident, a Book of Thorns 3, hi CC, and a Farmer. Trident, single use. Add 30 HP damage at the end of your attack. Flip a coin of heads. This card is returned to your hands. There you go. CC, I'm going to bring some of my item cards for you to sign at TwitchCon EU. I think that would just... I want you to sign a few of them. I was saying earlier before you logged in, I was like, we should get the artists to sign these too. That would be so much nice. I see 2 shiny cards. They look borderless. Click clearly blessed by 16. Yes. Yeah, you're gonna have to come up with a in-character signature. How else can the rich disadvantage on the stock market? From the ground. Let them feed the worms. They can make the ground muddy wherever we bury them. Anyway. Oh no, I got a little bit of a billionaire on my boot. Anyways. Sorry, I'm getting carried away. I'm showing my true colors now. Uh-oh. Bezos is gonna come for me. No water in it, but a few little bits of treasure. I gotta be careful. Oh, wait. We're on Twitch. We're owned by Amazon. Hail Bezos. Hail Bezos. Hail Bezos. Okay, we're good. We've done it. We've done it. We're safe. We've hit our verification statement. We're allowed to stream for another few hours. 16 days in, I'm getting spicy. Why not? Look, I might play a capitalist in Minecraft. Socialist. No. Okay. Anyway, no water in it, but a little bit of treasure. So there we go. Kept heading north, finding another spawner, which I was able to break down, grabbing the resources, and then utterly messing up my backpack. Okay, so here. In that stuff. When not streaming, the best we've ever done is we pulled together a full video in 2 weeks. But that was all hands on deck. They were editing immediately behind me, just going as fast as we could. On average, 3-ish weeks. And that's with people like putting in a couple hours a day, working at a really calm pace, nobody feeling crunched, nobody feeling stressed, which is why we release them every 5 weeks on average. So that way we have a little bit of extra time, and we'll take a little bit of a break in between each. Depending on the character of the individual who people are trying to eat. Look, I think we can all agree on a top line menu. No, Cece. That sucks. That's awful. I was just doing video organization this morning to make sure I wasn't going to delete some footage. That is awful. Yeah, we can usually crank one of these out. So the team's editing behind me. Can I show this channel without revealing much? Whoa! I'm just looking. Jack! Okay, we're back at it. Jack with the 25 gifted subs. Just came to cause a little chaos because you're a bit busy today. What the? Well, that's a hype train level 6 out of nowhere. Jack, thank you for the 25 gifted. Like I've been saying, make sure to take care of you and yours first. Don't get yourself in too much trouble with the bank, okay? Please. But I appreciate our patron saint of subathons. So yeah, I think I can share this. So like, we're pretty good at communicating on this. So so like, here this, bunch of coding tasks. So here's the rough cut to 60. Me saying I'm going to try to get more. So done through 55, done through 76, done through 80, done through 90, 93. VO done. And so like I recorded voiceover, and then we have the communication in the doc. So now we're talking back. Like Mudcat had a thing that he had to do. Now he's tagging Sierra, so Sierra can start working on scoring and flashback and everything else. They're talking back and forth. Beck is like, we're a little bit off our game because of the subathon, but we'll get replay mod done. They're coordinating. Here's the clips that are necessary. We've been getting everything else done. Oh yeah, here's the clip of me getting shot in the face. We're going to put it in the file. Last 15 days ton off stream if I can manage. So we're coordinating time. Like, we 100% try to talk this through and plan all of this to get as much of it done in a reasonable way. Absolutely no water in it, but a few little bits of treasure. Yeah. A lot on your Sierra? On your TB vids. What TB vids? Less chaotic, not completely stopping. I appreciate it, Jack. I've never seen the 950 gifted subs present before. That's ridiculous. And there's a quest for a new message in UHCG. We can see. All right, let's finish this day off. I continued north. I continued on, finding a few more structures. One of them with a trapped chest that I actually took the time to disarm this time around, and another husk spawner, which I was able to break down, only costing me about 2 hearts worth of health, going in and getting all of the loot, and then absolutely ruining the organization of my main backpack. I just called it a day there, slept immediately, going into the morning of day 75, where I had to spend the time of putting everything back where I like it. I want it just so, okay? The auto-organizing upsets me. There was an oasis right next to here, though, so I used the time to break down and get a whole bunch more crops from here. I was able to pick up the first carrots in the world, which was huge. Oh my god, carrots. Grabbing a few more melons, some sugar canes, and just some general farming. I kept thinking that this little water fountain here, one of the buttons would reveal some kind of secret, so you know I pressed every single one. Seeing something off in the distance that I definitely needed to go check out. Along the way, I was collecting a whole bunch of sand because I'm going to use that to collect the wall. And then I crested the hill, seeing a very old friend. Y'all been asking for the lore to come back. Here we go. Yeah. Obelisk. 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 Insert no. Wait. Yep. Obelisk. Obelisk. Day 75. So Lord Decim team. Just give me a bunch of shots to Yap here. There we go. Well, it's not active. Kai. Yep, a little bit. Well, this tower is just part of a mod, right? Like that's how it all started. We put a lot of them in manually, but that tower is part of a mod that only spawns in deserts. So of course I have to bring it back in this one. That feels like something ominous. I want to keep my distance from it, but yet I'm still kind of attracted to just start wandering in that direction. Picking up a few bits of resources, I saw a single house here as well. There's a little bit of gold outside that I grabbed. There's some water and somebody sunbathing close to this thing. I'm not sure why people would stay this close to something so dangerous. But in going and checking around the house, at least they're well fed, well stocked, and well supplied. I broke down all of the barrels, heading inside, finding a bit of fire that I needed to take care of, and a single villager in here who was more than willing to do some trading. Oh, hi. And that ominous feeling in the pit of my stomach, it was right. I wish I could tell you we make this up. I wish I could tell you that this was on purpose. Right? But we find obelisk. We get blood moon. I wish we could make this up. I wish I was smart enough to have these things happen on purpose. They just happen. And if I didn't show you that it just happened, like, y'all wouldn't believe me. The amount of luck that comes into making good videos and the content from it is just wild. Right? Like, it's just wild. Replacing leaves with world edit without having wood near it makes the block respawn rapidly. No, I did not. Oh, despawn. Yes, you can do / undo, and that'll undo things. Reminds me of various D&D shenanigans. It was not planned. It just happens. How this just keeps happening, it is too perfect to make up. Oh, no. Oh my God. Okay. That here. What's the mod that had it's Young's Extras. That's the one that adds the sandstone and blackstone obelisks to the deserts, and then I made it obsidian and crying obsidian for a good video. Back to Stardew. Saw the video. Now I'm obsessed. Day 8, spring year 2. Oh, that's awesome. Maybe, but probably on Dose. That probably won't be a main channel video. That'll probably be a Dose video. Like, or maybe it goes on main channel because it's a big movie length thing. I don't know. But yeah. Pink Sheep Temple. Yeah? Okay. It was right. I immediately started to try to barricade the house using whatever blocks I could find, sealing the doors on the lower floor and then heading up to the upper areas to try to establish a shooting floor. I started freezing to death, so I took one of the magma blocks that was part of the oven, throwing it down just so I'd have an area of warmth. And with that little bit of time to prepare, the zombies started coming in. Oh my god. Pull out the bandages. This could get bad. The mobs are already crawling outside, starting to pile up towards the balcony and finding their way into the basement, even though I don't know how. I threw down a brewing stand to trade with this villager here, turning them into a cleric so I could get a whole bunch of redstone. Trade with you before you die. I do not have confidence in their survival, but I'm going to do my best. The TNT throwing mobs were breaking the blocks inside the TNT throwers were breaking the blocks, barricading the doors. So I had to constantly retreat upstairs, snipe them, and then run down, re-blocking the door off with whatever I could manage, just fighting through a small 1x1 hole, trying to not catch an arrow to the face. And if I don't handle them at the door, if I don't take care of them there, they start piling up along the outside, crawling up and making their way to the second and third floors, finding me anyway. I tried throwing some of the dynamite that I had back at them, and it did next to nothing. So I just worked through the night, and when it told me they were starting to burn, it lied. What do I do here? Yeah. It's 100 days in a desert apocalypse, but there's a bunch of additional zombie mods on top of it. So it's basically 100 days in a zombie desert apocalypse. I don't want to do just a straight zombie apocalypse because I know a lot of my friends have done that video, and I'd want to try to do something different. So like that's why when it came to infection mods, I basically only did Skulk because at the time nobody else has done it, but now everybody's done it. So I need to find and do something different again. I just want to keep trying to make videos that are a little different than what everybody expects to try to keep it interesting. Sandworms and zombie apocalypse, that is crazy. Yes. One thing that we could do that we might do as a little bonus video is try to fight the sandworm we might try to fight the sandworm in this pack that we record as a bonus video for Dose. That could be fun. Yeah. But yeah, the blood moons are just brutal. What do I do here? And the legendary survival healing, the like location based damage it was really fun to play with because it made me play differently. But this one was tough sometimes. This one was really tough sometimes. Even though the blood moon was over, the zombies were still persisting. None of them burned at this point. So I still had a long day ahead of me, just fighting at the door, stabbing everything in the ankles, catching the occasional shot in the head, having some tarantula hawks come in and wanting to become part of the problem too. Oh, come on. I can't get up above half health. That's wild. I tried sniping them from a distance, having to peek my head up through the ladder to finally kill the one that was hounding me. Getting out into the surrounding area. No, wait. I tried sniping them from a distance, but they kept flying around, having to eventually poke my head up out of the ladder when they landed on the roof to take them out. Seeing the final few zombies and sniping them when I could, walking around the perimeter and picking up the final last bits of good and picking up the final bits of loot while clearing out the final stragglers. Okay. That was very close. What am I roasting from? Okay. I'm going to be making a story with a sentient ship. Ooh. Very fun. Legendo, your flight again. SUBATHON, just go home. Just go home. The universe has decided you're not going wherever you were trying to go. Just go home. Just leave. Just give up. Just get your ticket rescheduled. You're trying. Oh my god. Just quit. Stay where you are. You'll get there eventually. Just don't try to leave now. It will not end well. Oh my. Okay. Let's see what this does live, yo. Oh. Butts. All right. I was hoping for pearls. Pearls would have been really, really useful. But I guess not today. I suppose I have you to thank for that. Okay. Just put the two villager bits together. You can drop the live VO for that and leave a marker and leave a space for some cinematic shots to intro in the conversation with the obelisk. And then I think that that can work. But with the night survived and the attempt on my life leaving me mostly okay, I had to go talk with who was responsible. Suppose I have you to thank for that, right? It's been a long time. And I'm talking to a rock. 3,000 days, 3,100 days, and I'm talking to a giant stone pillar. This button's not even on. They can't even hear me. And of course there's a post right here. Full circle. If only there's a village. Well, I get maybe that trader is all that's left. Thanks for that. Didn't kill me. Not this time. It's not gonna stop him from trying. Not a problem I want to deal with right now. Yeah, also just put all the obelisk voiceover lines together, and then we'll just pick it back up at the well. There you go. So I leave these vocal notes in there as well. So as they're editing, so as Mudcat's editing and he's cutting down for voiceover, he can just do that. He can just listen to this, and then he'll know to drop these two files. You put those together now, and then everything's fine. Why are you taunting the obelisk? Because it's good. It makes for good content. Of course I'm going to taunt the obelisk. Of course I'm going to push the big red button. Having almost certainly tempted fate, I went in to check out a nearby well, which had a little bit of archaeology that I could do down at the bottom. Grabbing basically worthless things, but it was worth the shot. Heading back over, and just to make things worse, sleeping in sight of the tower. Another time, old friends. Another time. I do not have the mental energy for this right now. Perfect. There you go. We one last thing. Different. It's not marked, but they've learned. This is me and YouTuber This is me in my YouTuber voice, sniping them when I could, walking around the perimeter and picking up the final last bits of good and picking up the final bits of loot while clearing out the final stragglers. And then here's me in giving vocal notes. Yeah, also just put all the obelisk voiceover lines together, and then we'll just pick it back up at the well. You can kind of see it on the bar here. You can see that the difference between obviously voiceover and obviously notes. And at this point, we've been doing it long enough that they can just look at the timeline and see this is notes, this is YouTuber stuff. And that's something that I used to market, and I used to go back and add notes to the document and everything. But we've gotten into a good flow that we all kind of know how each other work at this point, that I can just put it in the voiceover and they'll know. And this is like for deleting these 2 clips. This is just a quick little note. They'll use that, they'll clear it, and then they'll put these 2 together, and then they'll edit it down. So yeah. They're really good at reading through everything that we're doing. Yeah, at this point it's muscle memory, and it's just like same brain. We're all pretty much in sync with each other at this point. Fit that to day 77. Final live VO, heading out, continued along the path, crack of thunder, some more live VO, set of structures in the distance. Pyramid was first up. Gives mining fatigue. Exploring the statue and brick statues first. Okay. They've been brought into the Skull Hive mine. They are part of Decim now. They're the new aspects of Decim. The editor, and the other editor. New aspect. Who dis? Hey, Hive Mind. You've been so good to me. What is this room? Anyway. Going down tonight. Yeah, all the Gundos. Yeah, the Gundo symbiote. And just to make things worse, sleeping in sight of the tower. Saying goodbye to my old frenemy, I continued off, exploring further than I've ever pushed before. Seeing a few more structures in the distance. These a bit more grand, a bit larger, and really, really interesting. The pyramid was the first thing that caught my eye. Twice the size of anything else that I had seen, and as soon as you get close to it, you pick up mining fatigue, so getting into that is going to be a problem. So instead, I headed off to check out some of the other nearby structures. There's a brick tower here that feels like a bit of a parkour challenge, but you can just get rid of parkour when you have a pickaxe, mining up to the very top of the structure, getting the redstone components, all of the bricks, and the glazed terracotta, mainly for decoration. The nearby statue didn't really have anything up at the top of the giant waterfall, but there was a bunch of coal, which is good to keep. There's a ton of sand resource blocks around that I made sure to dig out, but as it started getting a little bit later, I returned back to the half-ruined tower, making a small platform that I could sleep on away from the ground. The following morning, I sieved all of the important resources out of these sand chunks, having a little breakfast right here in the structure, before heading over towards the pyramid to see just how I can get into this thing. It is completely buried on all sides, and you can't mine your way in. So we're gonna have to take a different approach. How do I get in? It can't be like go up to the top, can it? They can't expect you to actually just go up to the top of this thing. They 100% expect you to just go up to the top of this thing and jump in. I don't feel like taking a 50 block drop into a random dungeon that I won't be able to escape from, so I thought, let's make myself my own door. Much better. Turns out I blew my way in onto the balcony of the structure. There's a few different things I needed to take care of right away. Mainly a few husk spawners that were here that I was able to clear out the few mobs and then break each of the individual spawners. Having to be kind of careful here as the spawners themselves did a lot of damage to me that since I didn't have a damaged limb, I couldn't heal from the herbs. That's one way to handle. You know what? We're going explosive. They don't want us to break the spawners. We're going to break the spawners. Actually, wait, no, never mind. Hold on. Having to be kind of careful here as the spawners themselves did. Wait, hold on. Turns out I have to say that differently because we have, yes, so this is the structure from the Skulk 100 days. So that is kind of fun. So it turns out I blew into the balcony of the main chamber of the pyramid here. But this comes with its own set of problems. I have mining fatigue whenever I'm in the structure, meaning I can't break the spawners. And because of the mod that makes the spawners harder to break, you can't place torches near the spawners to disable them either. So again, I'm gonna have to go with an alternative solution. We're gonna break the spawners. Cut to black. I don't know how alternative solution has become code for blow everything up, but I'm going to roll with it. All right, let's go. Strand with the fate. Strand with the fate with the VIP. And now you're back down to only 84 cookies. Oh, no. Tick, 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 tick. Yes. So pick right back up when I light the TNT, and we'll play that clip and then continue. That puts me to here. Now having a way to deal with the spawners, I went around to anything that vaguely looked like it could contain one and blew it up. This might be destroying priceless ancient artifacts, but consider me the bad guy in an Indiana Jones movie for a change. It belongs in a museum. It belongs in my backpack. I lit all the braziers down here thinking maybe lighting them would trigger some sort of puzzle, but unfortunately not. Blowing up another area that had a chest in it instead of a spawner, so loot flew everywhere. Enchanted book. Enchanted book. It's always just enchanted book. The main floor of this chamber has a ton of puzzles. The main floor of this chamber has a ton of puzzles in it. The books seem to indicate some sort of path, but I'm not 100% sure where that actually belongs. There's a little target puzzle that I need to do, and I shot everything, lit all the lamps, but nothing happened. You have to turn all the swords for the combination lock, so I started twisting those all around, thinking maybe, just maybe this would work, but I pressed the button, and that is a lot of husks to deal with, and I'm very glad I did it further away so they didn't drop directly onto my head. Oh my goodness. That's a lot. And it turns out there was more heading from outside. I had myself a quick sleep recovering the following morning and just trying to retain my position, taking out all of the ones who were spawning in here from the spawner, having cleared that out, and then making a small little hook that I could put TNT onto, going for 2 shots instead of 1 just to make sure that this would work. With that done, I had actually exposed some of the interior wiring and redstone for this place, but I'm more worried with the fact that I am burning to death from the campfires being lit, so I extinguished those before diving down into the belly of the beast, seeing if I could throw a little bit of sand into the gears here to make everything break. And as I've been saying, it's time for an alternative solution. Oh. I did not expect that. That was a lot of explosives. Whoo, okay. Let's take a breath there. Oh my. It was a button to push, so I pushed it. Yeah. So VIP will let you talk when it's in emote only mode. And it gives you the little pink diamond as well. So the biggest thing is talk when in emote only mode. So if someone redeems the coin of doom, you are immune. Basically. You make yourself immune to the coin of doom, which is the most important thing. Okay, so those are all infinite power. Yes. So let me grab this. Boop. Boop. Mark that. /VIP. Boop. Boop. I could not be silenced during the last coin of doom. Yes. Very substance. Wait, that certainly looks alternative and it's definitely a solution. Very substances get very excited when they get put together. How long is VIP status? 6 months. 6 months. I'll re-review them every 6 months. Because that feels fair. Because like I only have a limited number of slots. So if people if people fall off or aren't able to watch right now, and there are people who are actively watching, I want to make sure there is some space for them. So I'm going to do 6 months. I either will do 6 months or a year. We might just clear them out at the start of every subathon. Maybe we do it that way. We clear it at the start of every subathon so people are at risk of the coin of doom. Because that would be funny. And then that would be the main time that people would be able to just farm points to be able to regain it per subathon. I'll think about it because I also will need to go and check how many slots that there are available. So that could be fun. It's basically a status symbol. It's a status symbol and being able to talk in emote only mode. Those are the only 2 things that it really gives you. What is this block? We are almost at the end of this recording block. 82 would be the end of this. So 72 to 82. We've only done 10 days. Oh God, we're not being. We can get to 85 or we can get to day 90. I am gonna want to take a break for food. I am starting to get a little hungry. I'm hungry. Here, taking care of a sick party. Oh no. When his rig broke down and caught one of the flute. That sucks, Gemini. I hope they recover quickly. Okay. So that's alternative solution. Kaboom. Oh. Once I had caught my breath from that explosion, I went and checked out the basement floor, seeing a traditional desert pyramid style platform at the very bottom that I can't defuse because I still have mining fatigue. I realized I had lost my sleeping bag and it was getting a little bit late, so I had to head back up to find it, putting it down but not being able to open it just yet. Finding out I had blown into another part of the interior wiring of here and wondering why I was so warm being down into the basement, finding an entire room coated in magma blocks, which is a parkour that I do not want to attempt right now. I headed back up towards my sleeping bag, finally able to sleep, having it break, so I was able to get it despite the mining fatigue, checking into a lot of the wiring here and deciding to blow some of it up just to see if it would help, having one child with 2 swords run out trying to stab my ankles immediately. Oh, you're terrifying. Oh, I can mine. I can mine now. Thankfully, the kid couldn't swim or couldn't climb water, so I was able to just shoot down, getting a major advancement and realizing that that was the key to everything. Being able to mine my way through, I started breaking through individual rooms, seeing what all the loot was, what everything looked like, and then hearing something that I had forgotten about happen behind me. Enchanted book. Everybody better spam the comments with enchanted book. Oh wait, I just realized. Did a husk fall down in the main loot room? Oh, no. It was one of those little water cockroach, those things behind me. It went down there and blew it up. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Yeah, I think there's a little wonky. So just make sure to trim up the clips around 80. So go from the explosion to where I know I went and I just looted the rest of the barrels because I was being absent-minded, but probably just better to ignore the barrels, go from that, and then do actually use the live VO. That's the first 2 clips after I find the hole exploded. Having missed out on some of the best loot of the structure, most likely, I really need to clear the remaining rooms here just to see what I could find. There was a lot of zombies with shields and really dangerous looking swords. I blocked them in for right now, having one make their way out and having to kite them around, taking quite a few hits to kill them. So they are pretty armored as well. I keep digging through into other rooms, being very nervous about everything being trapped here, being mostly correct about half the time. Some chests are trying to apply weakness potions for just a few emeralds. Some are just outright exploding. Some are just trapped chests sitting on a floor that do nothing, and it's more psychological damage than anything else. Everything in here is trapped. Because of course it all is. I found another little parkour section over a few spawners that I didn't want to risk, making sure to excavate around every chest I see just so nothing bad will happen. Getting rewarded extensively for looking around. I'm really glad I'm only getting to some of this now instead of when I had mining fatigue, because that sand would have killed me as well. There is no saving throw for that when you can't dig your way out. But I found my way into a small forge area that had a lot of different blocks that will be good for decorating, as well as a lot of gold, which will be really nice for making golden apples or more glistening melons. I disarmed more arrow traps, I looted more barrels, I collected and filled my backpack as much as I could. Diamonds. Goat horn! I think that's off because I have discs off. continuing to mine through the walls and excavate around, going into the following morning, where a bunch of husks had made their way inside from just me failing to sleep, realizing it was the following day a bit into this one. There's a storm raging outside, so I want to stay underground right now. The last thing I want to do is go up to the surface, get picked up by a tornado, and have no way to save myself. So I'm working my way around, finding a large room with a ton of spawners in it. Fighting at the wall doesn't really work. They spawn faster than I can kill them. So I had to back up to be out of range using a bow and arrow to clear a gap. Running my way in, breaking one spawner, heading back out, repeating the process for the further one, and then doing the same on the opposite side. Being able to take out all 4 spawners by rinsing and repeating and playing smart. And once I was inside, it was clear that this was the main room of the structure. And I think that's just me celebrating loot. Yo! Okay. God apples. That's a god apple. Actually enchanted book. I'm not used to this. Having hit the point where I think I have everything useful from here and no longer hearing the storm above me, I went back up the following morning, dealt with a few husks that were just standing around, and looked around to get my bearings. There was one more skeleton that I had to clear out, but it was time to start heading home. It's a long walk. It's an arduous one, and I made sure to kind of retrace my same steps, having to be careful to not do too much jumping at the risk of waking the worm. I passed the obelisk, I went through the craggy areas, through the cactus forests and fields that I had passed by earlier, taking the full day to make it back towards home, getting 95% of the way before finally upsetting the thing underground. And I'm starting to think it might just live under my base at this point, because there's no way that I didn't upset it until right here. But once the rumbling was past and I was safely inside the walls, I finally breathed a sigh of relief. It's gonna take a while. Yeah, another mod pack with terrifying tornadoes of doom. A little bit. We'll clear that just so it's not confusing. Look, in 100 days, not everyone is going to have death-defying escapades. Sometimes you just walk a really long time, have a whole bunch of loot, and then need to spend the other half of the day de-looting and dropping things off.
Maggie Muzzle just rated the stream with 8 viewers. Thank you for the support.
Or watch the show. Thank you. Maggie, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. How you doing? My name is Legundo. We're on the subathon that never ends. We're currently in the process of recording the voiceover for my next 100 days video that is actually going to come out on the YouTube channel this weekend if everything goes according to plan. It has been quite the day. It's been quite the day. We're on day 16 of the subathon. We're having a lot of fun, and I'm kind of just trying to show behind the scenes of everything. Got a raid and run, no worries. Maggie, thank you very much for trusting the community with me. I got them. I'll take care of things. You have a good day. Hope you had a wonderful stream. I will catch up with you at some point in the future. Feel free to come back anytime. But yeah, we're good. We're good. We're having a good one. Having a good time. Having a good time. Okay. What was I saying? What was I saying? Look, in 100 days, not everyone is going to have death-defying escapades. Sometimes you just walk a really long time, have a whole bunch of loot, and then need to spend the other half of the day de-looting and dropping things off. I disenchanted books, organized food, harvested the crops that were waiting for me here, including the very useless sunfern. That's pumpkin seeds. I didn't even know. realizing I had picked up pumpkin seeds, getting a whole new crop unlocked for me, and having barrels literally overflowing with food, leaves, and supplies. There's a few mobs kind of lingering outside the walls, but after this really long day, I was not having it. Okay, so that's to day 82. That is the end of another recording block. I can get 3 more days to get to day 85. And then there's 4 more days after that.
Leg
All the
bald, now we know how you
sunburn.
lost your McHair, all that sunburn, tears of joy.
108 is not the bit bounty, but thank you very much. That is quite funny. Okay, so that is to day 83. To day 82. So that leaves 83. So that leaves 15 days left, which I think we can do in 1 block. Love it to eternity. So let's do this. So file, export, save as, browse. We got to 82. 82. De-Shrekified from last night. Yeah, I watched that off right away. 82. No, to 72 to 82. And then I think we're potentially going to go take a little lunch break. Save. Okay. Perfect. Cup of coffee. Let's go to the restaurant. All right, so let's go here. Oh, wait. I switched scenes. Let's go here. We grab our little VO complete to here block, and we put that down here. So now there's only what's left in the dock. There's 15 days left. We are very close. We are very close to being done. All right, so open up the folder. Open up our voiceover folder. Videos, cold storage, deserts, VO. We grab these 2 files and we put them up. And then we go here and we'll say VO up to 82 uploading. We'll get the last 15 either tonight or tomorrow during back time. And then there we go. The team now knows where everything is. I think we're on a good place. This video is very close to done. I'm excited. All right, I need to go get a little bit of a lunch break. I need food. I hungry. Would you all prefer words? Here, I'll make the poll. I'll make the same poll that we've been making every time. So, what wants? What wants? Words, videos. Quick little 2-minute poll. I'll let you choose. What do you want for your AFK time? And we will get back into it when we get back, and we're gonna do some Minecraft gaming. I might grab some friends together and see if we can go like screw around on MCCI for a bit. Just do some fun. Laptop time, a little bit. But yeah, we have 15 days left to voiceover. We're very close. I think that's our last. Yeah, 15 days left. And actually, yeah, because like 3 of them are basically cut to music. Yeah, like 3 or 4 of them are basically cut to music. There's a massive battle that happens here. So realistically, we have 10 days left. And I think we're in a good spot to do it. So we're almost done. You're almost off the board in extraction. I know. I need to get some more extraction time in. We'll probably do a combination of Leg.gg and Island minigaming when we get back, because why not? Okay, videos is resoundingly winning. Any specific video y'all want to watch while we're away for just a little bit? With each Minecraft 10 days of voiceover left for desert. We have 10 days of voiceover left for desert, and then we're done. And then we're going to play more outer. We're going to do some Minecraft this afternoon. We'll do some Outer Wilds this evening. Beck will probably be doing some create during Beck time. And if we can finish the voiceover today or tomorrow, which would be the plan, then we'll start recording the next 100 days, which is actually a vanilla challenge. So now that you've seen like the voiceover block of it, now you're going to see the recording part of it and how I record this gameplay and how so you'll see between two videos the entire production cycle of how these videos are made, which is very, very cool. I'm very excited to show off more of that. So that'll be fun. We'll probably also do some UHCG stuff tomorrow, just to, I'll need to off camera get out of the Vault of Stars and get somewhere where we can do some excavating for ancient debris at some point. 100 days random mods. Oh boy, that's a old pull. I'm here for it.
So far in my journey through,
why not? Yes, we're gonna try to do that. That's been one of the big things that I've been saying is like I really want to do that on here. So that's, we go here, we go here, lunch, back, lunch, back around. It is 1:15. So let's say 2:30, just so I have time. So lunch, back around 2:30. So an hour and 15 minutes. We'll be right back, everybody. I'm going to, oh, wrong scene. I'm going to reset stream and get you all here. I'm going to actually, let's update the title. Lunchtime back in a bit. Okay, so I'm going to reset stream. I'm going to go cook food for myself and the family. I will... Oh, wait. Did you do a pack? Did I miss one? I missed one. Elbow. Hold on. We can do that really quickly. Not here. Here. I missed it. I'm sorry. Thank you for the reminder. Yeah, we'll be back about 2:30. But yeah, let's do it right now. Thank you for the reminder, Elbow. I almost forgot. Okay. Here we go. We have a balanced, a zombie Cleo, a water bucket, a full art Tango Tech, a full art hollow Popo Skiz, a Book of Thorns 2 high CC, a hollow golden apple, and a balanced X2. That's really good. Not bad, Elbow. Not bad at all. What is happening? Cards are starting to get a little tight in the box, so we're potentially going to need to make another one. I have another 100 sleeves. They're just away on a shelf over there that we need to go get. There we go. Problem solved. We're good. We fixed it. We're good. All right, y'all. I'm going to go make food. And we will be back in just a little bit. I'm going to reset stream. As always, get your F5 buttons ready to go. See who can pick up. Yeah, we do have a hollow box and a non-hollow box at this point. You are kind of right. See who can pick up first. I will catch you all in about an hour. We will be right back.